All right. Hello. Long time no see. It's Jeffrey, in case you forgot who I am. This is my channel, AutoAlchemy. You might have just heard my cat, Icarus, one of my cats, I should say. I just wanted to make a quick update, share some thoughts that I'm having. Hi, buddy. All right, so the whole point of making this is that, I haven't made videos in a while, and I think probably in 2024 I only released two videos, if that. 2023 was a little bit better, maybe like one video a month on average, but overall I haven't been doing videos consistently, and I've just been so busy that I haven't really grappled with what it means to me to make YouTube videos and to put out content, and whether I'm still in alignment with my original desire, and if I do make content, do I want to make the same kind of content? All these questions swirling about in my mind. The past few years have been kind of a whirlwind for me. In fall of 2022, I started graduate school. I think some people who watch the channel probably know that. I did a marriage and family therapy program, and actually was interviewed by Frank James on his second channel, where I talked a little bit about how I see therapy, how I see typology, and those things kind of intersecting. So that was a pretty fun conversation. If you haven't seen that, you should go check it out. But that's besides the point. Let's get back on track. So that program was deeply intense and deeply meaningful, and being a therapist is something that I've wanted, for maybe 20 years, something approximating 20 years. And, I kind of dragged my feet, and I've been spinning my wheels, and I finally did it. And it, like I said, it was a whirlwind. It was really challenging. It was really emotional at times, really vulnerable at times, really came face to face with some of the aspects of my own psyche that I don't like as much. And I had to learn to lean into and push through discomfort and lean on other people. That part was hella surprising, finding a community of like-minded therapists and training who, all kind of want the same thing for the world. They want to provide that space for people. And it's a space that I think we are going to increasingly need as the world becomes more and more complicated. So anyway, that's a tangent. I don't mean to rant too much, but my point is, I went on this adventure. I was in grad school, and it really derailed me from thinking about YouTube videos. And I'm not complaining about that. I think I really needed to focus on my schoolwork and the excitement of that new adventure and developing those skills and just becoming a stronger therapist. And, there's a lot that goes into it. It's not simply like, oh, yes, tell me more about that. I mean, there are some models of therapy that are more like that, but there's a whole gamut of approaches you can take, and some are more strategic, and some are more logic oriented, and some are more holistic and all encompassing. And again, soapbox, but I guess I'm excited to share about this chapter of my life that I haven't really talked that much about on YouTube. But, putting a pin in that, I finally have graduated, and I'm certainly not, I am not a licensed therapist yet. This is graduating with your degree is only one step in the process. So, I'm earning clinical hours and working towards licensure, and that's also difficult and challenging. And, last September, October, my family was really hugely impacted by Hurricane Helene, and multiple people lost their homes, including, my close family, my mom and my brother and my stepdad. So that has added just even more chaos, and has made it difficult to know how to prioritize YouTube. I thought after graduating I would have more time to think about it, but life has just been, again, a whirlwind. I hate to repeat myself, classic ENTP, but in any case, I have been putting aside some time to think about YouTube and to think about the kind of content that I used to make, and the kind of content that I could theoretically make if I keep making content. And I just feel that my heart and my soul is not really, I don't know how to put it. It's not that I am anti-typology, but I don't want to make videos anymore where I'm attempting to type people. And I don't want to make too many videos where I am explaining things intellectually, almost PowerPoint style or TED Talk style. I don't think that I'm terrible at that, but I just think that with the mental resources that I have available to me and with the time that I have available to me, it's just not the way that I want to be prioritizing things. So, that being said, I look back over the content that I have made over the years, and I feel that I've been, blessed to make. My ENTP rap has, I think, something like 60,000 views, and to me, that's incredible, and that exceeds anything that I ever dreamed was possible when I first started my channel. I say that because the raps, when I look back over my history as a YouTuber, those have been the things that are kind of at that intersection between what I really enjoy doing and what I think is really fun and what the community seems to be craving. It's hard to find those places where there's that Venn diagram, and I don't want to just make videos where only a few people are watching, because time is precious to me, and I've done enough of that. And people can go back and watch those old videos if they want and extract out whatever gold is in there. But moving forward, I do want to move my channel in a more music-oriented direction. That should probably come as no surprise to people who saw my tribute to David Lynch that released, I don't know when I released it, a few weeks ago, ? Time is a fuzzy thing for me. But, that one was kind of a one-off. I don't want to just make random songs. I want to stay in the same vein as what I had been making before. So, the pivot that I'm trying to make is, what if I keep making raps or maybe even some other music that isn't strictly speaking rap, and the whole point of the songs is to explain concepts. I still want to explain things. I want to make them accessible, entertaining, yet educational. So explaining concepts from the world of therapy, from the world of psychology, maybe even philosophy, just using rap to kind of break down complex, heady, intellectual topics into something that people can easily absorb and assimilate. So that's where my head's at. That's the direction that I am wanting to lean in. I'm probably never going to put out content as frequently as I did back in my channel's heyday. But that being said, I do think that I can aim for something like once a month, release a song at least once a month. And that would feel meaningful for me. That would feel like a productive, side hustle, hobby, a way of utilizing, my rap talents, which, let's be honest, I'm never going to use those in any other capacity. So it's a fun thing to have a space for and to be able to explore in that particular sandbox. So, that's kind of where my head's at. Summing it up once again, wanting to lean in a more musical direction, wanting to explain intellectual things through rap or through music. So I'm kind of curious. I want to see what people think about this. Maybe people don't really care anymore about, people aren't thinking about the type raps. People aren't thinking about all the heyday, the golden era of my channel. And, if that's the case, so be it. I'll probably still make raps anyway. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I've already written a marriage and family therapy rap, which I have released sort of to a small audience elsewhere, friends in the program and professors and such. But I might post that on this channel. I still want to do some personality related raps. I've got some ideas in the works. I don't want to say too much, but I'm pretty excited about them. So I think that I can still deliver some of that old stuff while also edging into new territory in a way that feels really organic and feels good. So it'll feel good for me. I hope it feels good for you. The last thing that I want to say, again, I want feedback. So I want feedback about this general idea, but I'm also wanting feedback about branding. I have been sort of grappling with whether or not I should change my channel name or if I am fixed as AutoAlchemy. Do people know me as AutoAlchemy, or is there any wiggle room? Sorry about that. Bumping my computer. So just to give you some thoughts, I've been like, geez, does AutoAlchemy even make sense? The original vision was, okay, auto, self, alchemy, alchemy of the self, self-growth, self-transformation. But at the same time, it sounds like a car detailer. You know, I'm going to hook you up. I'm going to pimp your ride. And there's actually a company, I think, I'm going to say Florida, but I'm not sure. There is a company called AutoAlchemy. And yeah, I am more notable than them and I get more searches and more traffic than them. But I hate that there's like somebody else out there with the same brand or the same name. So that might just be a complex that I have to work through on my own. So I want to know, should I change my name? If I do change my name, what direction should I lean in? I have considered, a few different names that I think kind of sum up this idea of musicality, educational concepts, psychological, therapeutic concepts. So this was hip hop no therapy instead of hypnotherapy. You got hip hop no therapy. Therapists are sometimes called shrinks, shrink wraps. I kind of like that one. Rorschach, that's a hard word to say. Maybe that's a reason not to do it. Rorschach wraps. So, I like that because of the double R. Synaptic wraps instead of synaptic gaps, which are the gaps between the synapses, whatever. Maybe something as simple as the rap therapist. If you look at the word therapist, the rap is already in there. Maybe some other unsavory things are in there too. So maybe we don't want to go down that path. 8-track mind. You might have a 1-track mind, but an 8-track was, you use 8 tracks back in the golden days to record songs. Mixtape of the mind, the psyche playlist or playlist of the psyche, or the therapist track list. I'm going to put all these up on the screen. Whatever, maybe some of them they're not gonna make the cut once I really think about it. But I've been wrestling with these ideas. Another thing that I've thought about is having like AutoAlchemy : or dash or slash, and then sort of like a subtitle to let people know what's up. It's still the same old me, but I've clarified my mission and I've clarified my direction a little bit. So some of the ideas that I've had there. Well, you could do any of the things I've already said, AutoAlchemy : the rap therapist. No, I don't know about that. AutoAlchemy : hip hop no therapy. No, I don't know about that. One of the ones that I had considered was mixtape of the mind, right? So AutoAlchemy : mixtape of the mind, or in parentheses, mixtape of the mind. Another one that I really like, psyche and stereo. That has like a nice ring to it. The sounds are in there. So anyway, that's probably enough of me ranting and rambling, but this went well. I feel really good about even the way this video is going. I feel like I'm just like I'm letting it loose. I'm really casual. Things are flowing freely. I could freestyle rap at any moment. Okay, so that's me. That's what I've been thinking about. Again, please give me some feedback. Let me know what you guys think. Does it seem like a direction that you'd like to see me go in? And do any of the names that I've shared, do they resonate with you? Do they seem like a natural progression of me, of the brand, of the channel? All right. Much love to everyone watching. Thanks for being part of the journey. Gosh, we're coming up on, I don't know, it's like maybe coming up on 7 years, 6.5 years right now, maybe, I think. So anyway, thanks again for being part of the ride, and who knows where we're going to go, but I think it'll be fun. So, all right, bye-bye.